Okay, so here we're in 4.2 looking for some sample standard deviation. Do make sure you notice if it's sample or population that you're looking for, because there are two separate formulas. So we're going to copy this data and go to our spreadsheet. We'll paste that data, Control V or Command V on a Mac. And then I'm going to press equals, and then I'm going to start typing standard deviation. I like to either use the .s or .p, so it's very clear what I'm getting. So here I want the sample standard deviation, and I'm doing column A, and then I guess that's all I'm getting right here, isn't it? So that gives me the sample standard deviation. Pop that in, and it said round one more decimal place than necessary. So that would put us, actually it would put us one further, wouldn't it? So we would have to go right there. Okay, I'll submit that answer. And then we will move along. Oops. Here we need the coefficient of variation. Let me show you one more thing, by the way. So let's say we needed the population standard deviation, exact same thing, except this would be P. If we needed the population variance, it would just be var.p. Sample variance would be var.s. So that can get all of those for us there. Okay, moving back to this question here, we want the coefficient of variation. This involves a little bit of a formula, and if you go to the FAQ site, there's a full formula sheet right here. Click on that link, it'll take you to this, and we can see here is the coefficient of variance for sample, which is what we have here. So what does it equal? It equals the sample standard deviation divided by the sample average. Now, sample average and population average, exactly the same formula. So you can just use average as your formula. And then we're going to take that fraction times 100. So we're going to have a little more sophisticated project for us here. Copy that data. Go to our spreadsheet. Let me just copy it here. I'll take you through for A. So I'm going to put an equal sign. Remember, the first thing is we need the sample standard deviation. So I'm going to do that. Sample standard deviation. I'm going to just grab the actual data here, which is also something you can do, right parentheses. So that's the sample standard deviation. But I need to take that divided by, so I'm just going to keep doing this in the formula, divided by the sample mean of the same data. And then I want to multiply it by 100. Now, just to be safe, I'm going to package all of this in parentheses, and then I'm going to multiply that by 100. And this should give me my coefficient of variation right there. It says round to one decimal place. So I would actually have to round to 21.0 there percent. And then you would do the same thing for B. Let me just show you a little trick here. So if I want to get this for B and I don't want to go through all that formula again, I just take this data, paste it here, and then delete off this portion because I'm not using that anymore. And that way I kind of tricked the formula into working for this same, for the second set of data. I could have just redone the formula too. I'm just showing you some options that you can do. So we're going to paste that in, and then that would be 17.1.